I don't have enough rings to turn into... Why is this different? We're fighting Fang this time? What? This isn't good. I mean, at least it's not the same boss, but what this means is now I'm fighting a boss I have no idea what to expect. So I could probably expect the same bullshit as like the other final boss where, you know, I died to like a bullshit last attack because I didn't know about cheesing it. Although that's not true. Now I know about that doing this, so oh my god. I knew it. I was like, I bet you I could land a hit on that attack. And I can. Maybe I could use the chaos symbol to... But the thing is I can only use it once. What are we gonna do now? That's really an instant death attack. Are you kidding me? God. You know what? Considering that this is supposed to be Fang, how about let's just look at this cutscene. So, what, you know, this is something I just don't understand about the story of this game is, why, first of all, why was Trip a sidekick to Fang in the first place? And, why did Trip choose to not be with Fang anymore? I mean, I saw that she got along pretty well with Amy and whatnot, but, what, I mean, really? I don't know. And that's another thing I was thinking too, cause like Fang is supposed to be an antagonist in this game, you know. I mean, I guess he's just working with Eggman, but yeah, I guess he's just working with Eggman. But he only like, I think he only shows up in like 2 or 3 levels as like a boss. And then at least the last time we see him is in, what is it? That canyon level, Golden Canyon, I think, or, I don't know. Cause that's what I was thinking when I was doing the main story. I'm like, so we just fought this dude, and then he just disappeared out of nowhere for no good discernible reason. Okay, so that attack is just like the missiles. Depending like where, like hit the positioning of where he is when he creates the clones. That's where he'll show up. That's when and where he'll show up. Okay, so I guess with that attack, you can really just take it slow and just try to dodge the attack. I mean, for now. For all I know, he could probably just decide to make things much more difficult. Okay, so... I missed. Damn. Okay, looks like it is traveling. They are moving a little bit faster. Okay, so there we go. But I know this is gonna be like a phase 2, so I better not get all happy and excited. Oh, that's that robot that I saw. There's no way. There's no fucking way! Oh my god. Alright, well, I'm back to where I'm at. Took a couple of tries, but looks like... Yeah, looks like I figured out how to attack him. So, I gotta be careful with that net. I gotta be careful with that stupid, like, cap gun that he's got. Yeah, like, you see when he launches those. And I'm pretty sure it's the same thing where, like, I had to do it from the back. Yeah. Wow, so much for that. Alright guys, I actually defeated the boss, and I know I didn't really show the fight, but honestly, it took me way too, and I mean way too fucking long to actually beat this stupid fucking boss. Like, my whole body was actually shaking right now because, like, oh my god, this is the hardest. I'm just gonna say it right here, right now. This is the hardest Sonic boss I've ever played in my fucking life, and this is even harder. Like, for real, this boss was even harder than the Death Egg boss from Sonic the Hedgehog 2 when I was like 8 years old. This is harder than like the first boss, or The final boss from the first Sonic game. And that one, the first boss too, keep in mind too, the first Sonic game, the final boss is essentially, you basically have to do a perfect run because you go in with no rings and you go in with no rings, so every single attack means it's an instant death. And then Sonic the Hedgehog 2 amps up the ante because it's also a final boss that gives you no rings whatsoever, and you had to fight 2 bosses back to back with very annoying attacks. But tell me why those 2 were much more easier for like 10-year-old me to finish, yet this game that has that gives you a hefty 16 rings to do to fight the boss with, and even lowers the number of hits you need to land, because I think, what is it, like the first Sonic, well, let's use Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I think Silver Sonic is 8. Silver Sonic is 8, and I don't know if, I think also the Death Egg Robot is 8. I think they're both 8. And if not, for sure the Death Egg Robot's gotta be like 10. So 8 to 10, 8, 8, 16. Wait. So between 16 to 18 hits total you need to land to beat the final boss in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with no rings and very annoying attacks. And secondly, well, yeah, but in this game, both phases of the boss, I think, only require 6 hits. So that brings down the total to 12, which is like much less compared to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And yet, it's even harder only because they decide to give Fang nothing but instant kill attacks. Why? Why? Then what's what I don't understand is, then what the fuck is the point of having all the what's the point of having the rings before you go in if all of his attacks are fucking instant kill attacks? I swear, I think only like 1 or 2 of his attacks, you know, don't instant kill you. Oh man. I'm sorry. That boss really just, it really, I'm telling you, I'm starting to lose my sanity right now, and that boss really made me, like, honestly, I think I'm insane now. I've never played, oh my god, you know what? I've never played a Souls game, guys, I'm gonna be honest. Never, yeah. I never played a Souls game. Only because, well, one, I don't know, for me the Souls game, like, I guess the aesthetics of these Souls games never appealed to me. I'm not a huge, like, fantasy type of guy, you know, like, when I say fantasy, like magical fantasy, you know, like wizards, goblins, all that stuff. I'm not really the biggest fan of that, so like, and a lot of the Souls games are like that, but I don't know, I'm not really the biggest fan of that. And then of course, like, the difficulty. Now I know I said it before, I like a challenge, I'm a bit of a masochist, but damn, there's a difference between being a masochist and just being a straight up sadist. Like, I don't know, Souls games, I mean, I get that's the appeal of the Souls games, they're supposed to be hard. That's why when people complain about they're too hard, it's like, and like they want a difficulty slider for those games, like I could see why people say then don't play those games because it takes away the factor. You know. Now, I don't know how good I'd be at a Souls game, but like I said, I like a challenge. I don't like to suffer. Or I don't like to suffer extremely, I should say. Man, this, I don't know what it is. You know, it's crazy because I had to look up a video, and even then the video didn't really help. Like, I only looked it up just to avoid the incident that happened with the first boss, where like, you know, I had to cheese the last fight. Yeah, where I had to like cheese the last hit because I just didn't know how to dodge his attack. So that's why I was kind of like, you know what, this boss is already hard enough. Let me look up a video to see what his attack patterns are, because chances are he probably also has an annoying attack pattern, which he does. He does. I think that after you land like 4 hits on him, he does a smash attack, where like he smashes like the ends of the platform from both ends of the screen, and then like he does like a head smash attack that smashes the middle. And if you're not prepared for that, you instantly die, because like the platform underneath you is gonna like collapse and you're gonna fall to your death. And then if you don't dodge his headbutt attack, it's gonna launch you into the air, and you can't attack his head, which after doing that, he's open for an attack. Because by the time you land on the ground, he's gonna like pick him, his head is gonna go back up, and then you have to redo the whole thing again. So I'm glad I looked up that video, because I'm pretty sure I would have died there. And oh my god, it's crazy. This game came out pretty much like after the year after Sonic Frontiers, but it came out the same year that they dropped the Final Horizons update. And I don't know why they made the final bosses for both those games excruciatingly hard. I get that, you know, being there, there's like fun, there's like fun challenging, you know, like a difficult challenge that's fun, and then there's those that are just like difficult just for the sake to be difficult, and those are the ones that are not fun, because those are the games where it's like they're just difficult because of BS. And I think that's why like the Souls games are good, because even though like they're really hard, if you're really skilled enough, and like, yeah, if you're like a master at the game, you can probably like finish the game with little issues. I don't know, maybe that's not the case. Like I said, I've never played a Souls game, but I mean, thinking about like the King Koco trial, that one was just something else, cause like it was just hard to like. The perfect parry just made the game much harder, because the bosses weren't built with the perfect parry system in mind, and you could really see it with Wyvern, where like the timing windows are just off. And then you also basically just have to like cheese the fight by doing the stomp combo. Like that's all you can do. Trying to use any other combo really doesn't work. And then what else is there? There's and then this game, yeah, you know, playing the first Eggman, like the Eggman final boss from the main story, yeah, compared to this one, that one's super easy. But this one, it's just that net attack. It's really the net attack that gets me, because you're stuck in that. Once you get caught in that net, there's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing you can do. And I don't know, like, Some of it is just bullshit, honestly. And then I was looking at the comments of the video. A lot of people were like saying the same thing. Like, this boss sucks. It's like the worst thing. Someone said it took him like 2 hours, and I was like, I bet you I'm going there. Like, I think it took me an hour to do this. A whole hour to fight this boss. But what else? I lost my train of thought. Oh, okay, last story. Well, at least I don't have to replay. At least I was thinking, don't tell me I have to replay like the second night with the kid. No, at least it's just straight to the last story. Yeah. I don't know, that boss. I don't know what to say. That boss was just something else. I don't know. Now, you know what? That's another thing too, cause I get you want to make a challenge, you know, especially for like the very good, like the Sonic veterans or whatever you want to call them, right? But I really think it's diabolical to make like being able to complete the game. Because to essentially complete the whole game, you gotta finish the last story, right? So yeah, to make being able to actually complete the whole game, you know, you have to finish the game in super hard mode. I just think that's diabolical, because it's the same thing with Sonic Frontiers. Although, at least with Sonic Frontiers, you get a pass, because if you really want, you could just change the difficulty to easy when you're doing the King Koco trial. Yeah, you could just do that, and then the fights become much easier. But here, I mean, Trip's story is literally just hard mode. Because that's just how it is. Like, the layout of the levels are different. There's more enemies. It seems like the bosses are already just like they're designed to be much harder and whatnot. So I just think that's a shame, because like, think about it. Me at 10 years old was able to beat both Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and it's not like those bosses are easy. Like, they're challenging in their own right. I mean, even you guys saw when I played them on my YouTube channel like a few years ago. Yeah, when I played them a few years ago, I struggled a little too, but you know, nothing difficult. I mean, I was still able to do it after a couple of tries. But this game, on the other hand, like, I'm 25, guys. I have years. I have like about 20 years of video game experience, especially Sonic video game experience. I know this is a new game, but like, dude, not even Sonic Mania, like Egg Reverie, and I forget what the name of the boss from Titanic Monarch is. Like, even those ones weren't even that hard. But this one, like, I'm telling you guys, I'm 25. I have a lot of experience playing, especially platformers too. And it took me almost about an hour to beat this. So just imagine, like, if it took me an hour to beat this, imagine like a 10-year-old trying to play this. Which, keep in mind, Sonic is a game franchise that's going to appeal to a lot of young gamers who are less experienced. So this is probably going to be a game that they won't be able to beat for years. And I feel like if this game would have come out when I was like 10, Yeah, this would have been a game that I just, yeah, this would have been a game that I just probably would have raged, and I probably wouldn't have been able to beat for years. I mean, Sonic Adventure 2, I had it for a while, and it took me like a couple of years to be able to beat the final story because I struggled a lot with the last story with both the Bio Lizard and the final canon. Was it like Cannon's Core with the Knuckles segment? I mean, that Knuckles segment is just that's the hardest one. No, and it was hard because I didn't have the air necklace. Because I didn't know where to find the air necklace at that time. But once I knew about the air necklace, yeah, I always made sure to get it because the Knuckles section of Cannon's Core is extremely difficult without it. But I'm sorry, I know I've been rambling long enough. I just needed to vent. That boss really just made me lose like brain cells. Or not, okay, I'm sorry. That boss, I think really just took it aged me a bit. Like I said, I'm 25, but I feel like I'm already 40 now. I wouldn't be surprised if like in 5 years I already have like a lot of gray hairs because of this game. But you know, as much as I want to finish the last story, that boss really just took me out. So I'm just gonna call it here, and I'll just do it next time. Besides, I don't know how long this last story is gonna be. Like, I'm gonna assume it's gonna take. It's not gonna take long, but who knows? It could be that this is the hardest boss of them all in this entire game, and it takes me like 5 hours to beat it. So, if that's the case, like, I'm just gonna record, and if I'm able to beat the last story in like under 10 minutes or something, I'll just add it to this part of the video, because I don't really want to give you guys like a 10-minute video. Yeah, I don't want to give you guys like a 10-minute video. Like, I feel like I'd kind of be cheating you guys out of something, but I don't know. I'll see how long it takes. Hopefully it doesn't take that long, and hopefully it's not that hard. Please don't let it be that hard. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for dealing. If you guys are still watching this after that long ass rant, I mean, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. You could have just clicked off during that whole rant. You know, I don't blame you, but you really stuck around just to listen to me rant and vent about the bullshit that is this game. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. So, yeah. Tune in next time where we finally finish this game. Look forward to it.